Yo, what's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of MAW Extreme Wrestling, where today for you a brand new review, and it is on the WWE Elite Series 116, Jade, Cargill, Brian Pillman, and Lexis King. Really excited to dive into these three. We have two first time in the line figures here in Lexis King and Jade Cargill. And we have Brian Pillman, looking really cool. He will go great with that stunning Steve figure that we got in what, Elite... that was what, Elite Series 80... What was that, 88? 88, 89, somewhere in there. They finally did this figure to pair with him, and I couldn't be more excited. So let's start out with the Brian Pillman. Flying Brian Pillman here. Looking really cool. Front of the box looks really good, as normal. Front viewing window, all the stuff right here. Got a picture of Brian right here. Got Brian Pillman right here on the back of the box. You guys like to pause to read his bio? You can pause it now. Rest of the figures in the wave. And yeah, just the nameplate and stuff like that right there. We have his son, Lexis King. Looking really good. Front viewing window, all that good stuff looks really good. Spinning around, another good picture of him right there. He has another good picture on the back of the box right there. And the rest of the figures in the wave, as well as the bio read. If you guys like to pause to read the bio read, you can pause it now. Just the rest of his stuff right here, nameplate and all that good stuff right there. And we have Jade Cargill looking really good. You got the front viewing window, all the stuff for Jade right here. Really nice picture of Jade Cargill right there, and a very nice picture of Jade Cargill on the back of the box. Looking very nice. You got the bio read. If you guys would pause to read, you can pause it. Now, the rest of the figures in the wave, just the rest of her stuff right there. But guys, let's crack Brian Pillman, Lexis King, and Jade Cargill out of their packaging. Alright guys, and here's all three of them out of their packaging, looking really good. So how we're going to do this, we're going to go over each individual's accessories. So we'll go over Brian Pillman's accessories, and then Brian Pillman himself, and then vice versa with Lexis King and Jade Cargill. So let's dive into Brian Pillman's accessories. Alright guys, and diving into Brian Pillman's accessories, he comes with quite a few things. Let's start out with the interchangeable hands. So he does come with some interchangeable fisted hands, which look very nice, like those a lot. And then out of the packaging on the figure, he does come with the mic holding hands, which look very nice. He also comes with his Hollywood Blondes vest here. This is the exact same one that Stunning Steve came with, except it has the Flying Brian right there on the back, which looks very nice. The red star and everything looks really good on this coat. Like that a lot. Comes with the movie thing, you know, they go action and they slap that down. Really cool. This is a nice piece. I don't really know what I'll do with it, but it is kind of cool to have. And we do have a WCW Tag Team Championship, one half of it. Very nice. Nice to have another one of these in the collection. Very nice. And yeah, so that's going to wrap things up for the accessories. So let's dive into Flying Brian Pillman himself. Alright guys, and diving into Brian Pillman himself, starting out at the top of the head. I like that sculpt. It looks good. I like the facial hair and everything like that. The face sculpt looks good. The hair sculpt looks good. The hair color looks good. Everything like that looks very nice. I like that a lot. Going down into the torso, this is a good torso. I do like it a lot. Ab crunch goes down about that far. He can arch back about that far. It looks very nice. Arms can do the full 360. They can go up and down. He does have the bicep articulation. The double jointed pinless arms with white wrist tape on each side. He does have a waist swivel, and then going down into the trunks, they are just solid black with 3 white stars on the front, a big red star on the back, and it also says Blondes on the back as well. Looks very nice. Getting into the leg articulation, legs can go up about that far, so he can kick forward very good. Both work out very nice. He does have the upper thigh cut, the double jointed pinless knees with the black knee pads. The knee pads looking very nice. He does have an upper boot rotation, the ankle rocker, and some pivot in there. He does have black laces and stuff like that. And a black star right there as well. Looking very nice. But yeah, that's going to wrap things up for the Brian Pillman figure. Looks really nice. Like it a lot. Got a little bit of a paint smudge right here on the back right there, but not the biggest deal. And yeah, so that's going to wrap things up for his figure. So let's dive into his son, Lexis King's accessories. So all Lexis King comes with is an entrance coat and some interchangeable hands. We'll start out with the hands first. So he does come with some interchangeable fisted hands, which look very nice. And then out of the packaging on the figure, he does come with the mic holding hands. Very nice. This coat is very nice. I like it a lot. The nice gold The gold detailing on the black coat looks very, very nice. Like that a lot. I really like how this coat looks. The stitching and everything like that looks really, really good on the inside and everything like that. And yeah. So, that's going to wrap things up for his accessories. So, let's dive into Lexis King himself. Alright guys, and diving into Lexis King himself, starting at the top of the head, this hair looks really, really good. The bleach blonde hair looks very, very nice. Like that a lot. You got a little bit of the dirty blonde there on the top and everything like that. The piece of the bandana looks very, very nice. Like that a lot. The gold detailing in there looks really, really good. Alright, now let's remove the little rubber thing that was holding it in there. There. Now there's a better look at the head sculpt. That looks very, very nice. The facial hair looks good. The expression looks good. You know, the head can still rotate with the amount of hair that's on there. Looks very, very nice. And yeah, going down in the torso, just your standard Daniel Bryan torso. You know, it's alright. It looks good on this figure and everything like that. The ab crunch can be about that far. You can arch back about that far. Arms can do the full 360. They can go up and down. They can do the bicep articulation and the double jointed pinless arms with white wrist tape on each side. Going down into the tights, he does have a good waist swivel. He can kick forward very, very nicely with both legs. Very, very nice. Yeah, can kick forward very good. Upper thigh cut is good. The double jointed pinless knees are working really, really good as well. And I like this as well, all this like copper detailing. I know it's supposed to be gold, but it looks more like, I mean, it does look more like a gold, I would think. It's got a copper shine to it a little bit, but I can still tell it's gold and everything like that. You got the designs right there, the skull right there with the crown on it. The skull with the crown on there looks very, very nice. I like that a lot. All the detailing and stuff like that on the figure looks good. It does say Lexis King there on the back, looking very, very nice. Gold on the knee pads and stuff like that. He does have stuff like that, looks really, really good on the back of the tights and stuff like that. It says Lexis King. He does have the upper boot rotation and these absolutely crazy feet that are actually moving very, very nicely. I've never had action figure feet move this nice and stuff like that, so that's very, very nice. But yeah, the feet look good, upper boot rotation, ankle rocker, pivot, stuff like that. But yeah, that is going to wrap things up for Lexis King. A really good figure in my personal opinion. I do like it a lot. And yeah, so let's dive into Jade Cargill's accessory. Alright guys, and all Jade Cargill comes with is some interchangeable hands and an entrance jacket. We're going to start with the interchangeable hands. So out of the packaging, she does come with the mic holding hands with no nail polish. And what's interesting is out of the packaging on the figure, she comes with these like entrance pose hands, which have the really nice, pretty blue nail polish on them. So I don't know why they didn't include that in there, but you know, it's not the biggest deal. And she also comes with her entrance coat. Looks very, very nice. Got the detailing in there. It does say Jade on the back. This will never go on the figure. Again, this will just go in my drawer with all the rubber coats and stuff like that. This will never go back on the figure, so it's still a nice accessory. And yeah, so that's going to wrap things up for Jade Cargill's accessories. So let's dive into Jade herself. All right, guys. Starting out at the top of the head, diving into Jade Cargill herself. The hair looks good. The one thing is they did not put the hair all the way up to the top of the head before they glued it. So that's a little disappointing, but the hair does look good and everything like that. The nice silverish color looks very, very nice. The facial expression is good. It does look like Jade Cargill, in my opinion. Going down into the top, it looks very, very nice. You got all the nice sculpting, detailing on the top and stuff like that. The silver top looks very, very nice. The diaphragm movement is really good. There's no ab crunch, and she can arch back about that far. Looks very, very nice, like the figure so far. Arms can do the full 360. They can go up and down. She does have the bicep articulation and the double jointed pinless arms. In my opinion, I think her arms could have been a little bit bigger because Jade Cargill is extremely jacked. So I think they could have gotten away with giving her a little bit bigger arms, and I think that would have made the figure look really good. I mean, the figure looks incredible right now, but I just think that would have added that extra, like, touch of authenticity if they would have did that, but it ain't the end of the world. Still looks like a really good figure, in my opinion. Going down into the waist articulation, looks very, very good. You know, the waist can move really good. The silver trunks on there, no sculpting and stuff like that. There's some other painted on details and stuff like that. You can see the knot up there for the top looks very, very nice. The back is sculpted right there for the top as well. Looks very, very nice. Going down into the legs, she can kick forward about that far. Very, very nice. Very nice. Upper thigh cut, double jointed, pinless knees, which look very, very nice. These knee pads are really cool. I like how they're nice and sculpted. They say Jade on them. Looks really, really cool. She does have the upper boot rotation, the ankle rocker, and the pivot. These are Charlotte Flair boots, so they have toe pivot, which makes the figure 10 times better. That extra level of articulation is very, very nice. White soles, white laces. She does have the Jade logo right there on the boots in the blue. Looks very nice. Like it a lot. Some blue detailing on the back of the boots right there as well. Looks very, very nice. And yeah, so that is going to wrap things up for Jade Cargill. So let's throw some accessories on them and let's dive into the outro. Alright guys, and that's going to wrap things up for the review today. My final thoughts and opinions. I shockingly really do like the Brian Pillman. Really, really nice. This wave so far is shocking me because I didn't know how I was going to feel about the Lexis King or the Brian Pillman figures, but they both shocked me. Looking really, really good. The accessories fully on them both make the figure that much better. The Jade Cargill figure looks really, really good as well. I just wish they would have definitely have caught in that head sculpt and quality control and have swapped it out potentially. But other than that, the figures are really, really good. I think the rankings so far for this set are kind of set in stone. So far with how these three figures look and everything like that, I'm kind of thinking of the rankings as I'm reviewing the figures. So I'm kind of thinking about it. We'll have to get the other three out of their packaging to kind of make that assumption a reality and stuff like that. So, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did enjoy, please consider leaving a like and commenting down below. And you guys are already down there, why don't you smash that subscribe button with turning on that notification bell, so that way you guys never miss an upload here on the channel. Go follow my Instagram for behind-the-scenes stuff and stuff like that. You guys get to see mail calls and stuff like that sooner than anybody else and stuff like that. So definitely go check that out if you guys are interested in any of these figures for your guys' self. RingsideCollectibles.com, WrestlingFigs.com. Two links to get your same website. I'll leave you a link to Ringside down below. Go check out all their deals and savings and stuff like that. I'm going to get out of here. I'll see you guys in the very next review. Have a great day or night wherever you're in the world, and peace!